Hey, what's up, friends? Welcome back into Movement Parallels Life. I'm Kellen Mylad. It's great to have you here, and today we're going through a 15-minute movement practice focusing on core stability and spinal mobility. Now, you're not going to need any equipment for this one, just your body and some open floor space. We're going to go through about 8 different movements, 40 seconds each, and go for 2 consecutive rounds. Let's get into it. Start off by lying on your back. Keep your core braced and begin rolling from side to side. As you roll to the side, extend your top leg out away from your body. Reach your leg away to create the stretch, then use the strength of your core to draw the leg back in, roll back to center, and then repeat on the other side. This lying twist will give you a nice dynamic stretch through your back. Be sure to support the movement with the strength from your core. Next up, we've got alternating roll-ups. Instead of just sitting straight up, once again, keep your core strongly braced as you roll to the side and press up to your forearm. Extend your opposite arm into an upward reach. Pause and elongate at the top of the reach, then use the strength of your core to control your roll down and switch sides. Use the combination of a lot of core strength and a little bit of momentum to smoothly alternate from side to side. Okay, we're on to our next movement, core rocking. Now, I know we do a lot of tucked rocking together, but today I've got an evil little twist for you. You can take it or leave it. As you're rocking, press your fists into the tops of your knees and your knees back into your fists. The harder you press, the stronger your core will engage. Keep a balance so you can maintain the connection while you continue rocking for the next 15 seconds. All right, we're on to our next movement, and it's only getting weirder. Next up, we've got shrimping and squirming. Now, the new people are probably like, what did he just say? Okay, so you're lying on your back, and again, you're going to use your core to create some movement. Keep your core strongly braced and start rolling your shoulders to begin squirming backwards and forwards. And then we've got shrimping to bring the movement more into your obliques. Keep your hips hovering low to the ground as you slightly roll to one shoulder and draw your hips underneath your body. Push your hips back forward to return to your bridge and switch sides. Transition onto your side, and next we've got side bridge lifts. Support yourself on your forearm, press your hips forward into full extension and lift your top leg. Pause for a moment at the top, lower back down, and repeat for the next 25 seconds. Now before we get onto the other side, we'll do a set of oblique lifts, so lower down to your shoulder and extend your legs. Use your bottom arm for support and the strength of your abs and obliques to lift your upper body off the ground. Pause for a moment at the top to contract your obliques, then lower down with control and repeat. You can play around a little bit here by changing the angle of your upper body or the positioning of your legs. Okay, now we'll switch sides and start back with those side bridge lifts. Start in your forearm support with your knees stacked, push your hips forward and lift your top leg. If you want to join me, lift and hold this next rep. Great work. Now lower back down and extend your legs. We're back to oblique lifts. Contract your obliques to lift your upper body off the floor and use your bottom arm to expand your range of motion. As you reach upwards, you might also try lifting your legs off the ground too. Keep using your core to hug your spine so you can move slowly and smoothly through each rep. Keep going for 15 more seconds. Alright, that's time. Now push up onto your hands and knees and we'll move on to some simple spinal waves. You can start easy by rounding and extending your spine, syncing your breathing with your movements. And as you continue this flexion and extension, begin rocking forwards and backwards. That's a good baseline for this movement, and you can always build on it in round 2. Focus on the sensations of stretch through your back and notice the individual articulations of your vertebrae. Sit your hips back and we'll finish this first round with kneeling rotation reaches and hip rotations. So there's 2 patterns here that you can flow with. For the hip rotations, shift your hips to one side and rotate the opposite hip open. For the rotation reaches, twist through your shoulders, plant your hand and reach across your body, extending into the stretch. Listen to your body and go with what feels good. Keep moving for the next 20 seconds. Alright, that's time. Round 1 is complete. Give you just a moment to rest and reset, but we'll get right back into round 2 where you can start to expand on some of these movements. We're starting back with alternating lying twists. Keep your core braced as you roll from side to side and extend your top leg away from your body to create the stretch. For 2 additional options, you can windmill swing your legs or rock back and kick overhead like a backwards roll. Keep working these lying twists for the next 20 seconds. Next, we're on to our alternating roll-ups with the upward reach. Roll to the side and press up to your forearm and elbow, elongate upward into the reach. Keep your core braced so you can access the full range of motion and smoothly transition from side to side. Now lay back and find your tuck position. We're on to core rocking. Maintain the pressure between your hands and knees, and as you rock, find the rhythm. Rock back and drive your knees into your fists. Rock up and drive your fists into your knees. Keep working to maintain the core squeeze, and at the same time, find the little spaces to continue breathing. Just 15 more seconds, you got this. Bring the soles of your feet back to the floor and we're back to squirming and shrimping. Keep your head and shoulders lifted off the floor and begin crunching from side to side. Begin using your shoulders to shimmy and squirm to move forwards and backwards. Then begin working with the shrimping pattern by bridging, rolling your shoulder, and rotating your hips. Now, we don't need to get hung up on all the little technical details, but focus on keeping your core braced and using these little movements so you can feel the contractions of your muscles, front, sides, and back. Now roll onto your side, forearm support, stack your knees, and we're back to side bridge lifts. As an option, you can add an extra challenge this round by lifting and fully extending your leg. Hold this next rep for the last 6 seconds. Lower down and transition back to oblique lifts. You can stay with the standard movement or begin adding in some of these oblique V-up variations. Stay focused and keep working, just 15 more seconds. Switch sides and make your way back to your side bridge lifts. Last rep, let's hold it out. Great, now lower down and back to oblique lifts. Stick with the standard or add in the V-up variations. "15 seconds left. Transition back to hands and knees or a plank position, and we're back to spinal waves. You can stick with the simple wave from round 1 or try this plank version. Round your spine, lift, and then sit your hips back to your heels. Then inhale, roll like a wave forward into a spinal extension. Again, don't get too hung up on the little details, but keep breathing, listen to your body, and find a pathway that feels good for you. And then finally, sit your hips back and finish the practice with kneeling hip rotations and rotation reaches. Find the flow between these two movement patterns, move around your space, and find the stretches that feel best for you. All right, that's time, and our practice today is complete. Awesome work, and I hope this short practice has got you feeling good. But don't let this be the last time that you move today. Use this as a reminder to keep moving, stretching, and taking good care of yourself. And if you enjoyed this practice, show some love, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and come back again soon. We'll do it again. Thanks for moving with me. I'll see you in the next practice.